What is going on, everybody out here? Again, it's your host, PvP, for another installment of LA Lifestyle on KQBHLP in Los Angeles, California, on 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on kqbhla.com. And tonight, we are going to be wrapping up another season of LA Lifestyle. This is a small little fun season we had just to kind of wrap out, 2024. There's been a lot going on and whatnot. And, so now we're taking another creative approach going into 2025. We've been able to dive in with a lot of great collectives, and we have a lot of great announcements to make come this new year, along with a new self and a new body and a new mind. But finally, we are able to tap in and finally get this interview off. This was one I've been trying to get for a good little time now. Made many tracks, and we had a couple come out, and we had some discrepancies with some people, but things like to take course in the way that they do. But without further ado, I want to introduce my guest tonight, Klassifyde. He now resides in California, but he is originally from Dallas, Texas, the 214. So, Klassifyde, without further ado, man, welcome to the show, and welcome in.
What's up, man? What's up, man? I'm excited to be here, man, for real.
Definitely, and it's an honor. It's a pleasure to finally have you out. It feels good, like I said. It was kind of a little hectic coming in here, but we got everything figured out. And man, thank you, man, for coming out on the show, man. How you been?
Good, man. Shit,
Right off.
I'm good. I know.
That is your mulligan, okay?
Good. It's all good.
Hey, this is our man's first time out here on public bio. It's all good.
I'm doing good, man. Just working hard. Trying to be healthy, trying to get my mind, body, and soul right. Working on the music.
Definitely. And with everything else that you have going on right now, what's up with your creative approach you have going on?
Honestly, right now, so most of the music that I release has a bit of a aggressive tone to it, and really I've been trying to tap in to some more vulnerable type music, just because I feel like I'm in that era right now, and I've been really trying to practice a lot of self-care with myself. So I don't know where that's gonna go, to tell you the truth. Really, I don't have a plan when I get creative with the music that I write. Whatever I feel is what I write. But that's pretty much the approach that I got going on right now.
All right, there we go. So sorry, y'all. We just had to. I heard some things out there really quick, but continue.
But yeah, I'm just trying to grow the catalog. I got a good 18 songs out right now. I'm trying to collab with as many people as possible. I used to never collab with people. So, pretty much just trying to come up like that.
Yeah, you and me collaborated in the most unique way. We'll touch on it here really quick. Honestly, bro, it was through U-Wave.
Yeah, U-Wave is cool.
You and me, we were proactively some consumers of that live music feedback. But that's where a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people were able to really know me.
Yeah.
I felt like I made a good impression.
You did.
And it led to a lot of great connections. And this is one of them that was forthcoming. And we were able then from there to take that energy into the studio, and just even from our small interactions of me being the one of all people to give you constructive criticism back on your music. It was such a delight and an honor to be able to do that. But with hip hop and everything, what do you think is a big thing that us as artists need to focus on right now?
What was that again?
As hip hop artists right now, what do you think the biggest thing is that we need to focus on?
For all hip hop artists?
Not all, just I would say maybe in our surrounding circle or aura of people.
Well, really, with the music, I think, the content wave right now, is that's the thing right now. And it seems that most artists that I talk to, or that, that we hang out, that is what they don't want to do. So I mean, to make the music is the easiest part of being an artist. That's the fun part. But besides that, you gotta learn where to register your music at, how to get it, legal, how to do the business side. And I feel like a lot of artists don't do that because they don't know how to, and it's hard to figure that out because every person has different opinions of how to do things, and then you gotta pay people, and then I mean it's just content and business and really getting your music out to the masses. That's really the hardest part, to get it out to the masses. And once you get it out to the masses, if you don't got your business together, somebody might be able to get you for the music that you got out if they think you got some good music. So I mean,
Yeah, and take it from you because you are from Dallas.
yeah,
So let's kind of touch back. Let's roll back the clock a little bit. So you were born in Dallas, Texas,
I was
and you pretty much lived out there a majority of your life, correct?
my whole life. Yeah.
And how long have you been out in California?
4 years. This is my fourth year. This is my best year.
And you got even a better year coming up here.
I swear, yeah, for real.
I mean, I've been seeing it. We've all have. But when you moved out here, so okay, you say 4 years. When you moved out here, did you see what you have now unfolding? Because you were not running away. I won't say that. Like you were getting away from things.
Yeah,
You were rebranding yourself. You were
true that.
you were rebuilding yourself. You were doing a lot to better yourself. Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Did you see yourself where you're at today?
I did not, bro. I did not know what to expect when I came out here. I didn't even come out here to be like, famous, or like to be like, oh, a lot of people go to California, they be like, oh, I'm gonna go to LA and I'm gonna follow my music career. That's not even the reason I came out here. It was just it's another story. Me and my girl was going through it, and then she ended up coming out here because her brother stays out here, and then we ended up, rekindling and mending what was going on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take off out there because I'm not doing anything out here, and I had never been any other place in my life besides Texas. Well, when I was a kid, like
Yeah,
when I was
but
a
when it
child.
comes to your like adult like life, like 18 to I guess what you say 32, 33, like you were in Dallas.
Yeah, I've been
You
there.
didn't know anything other
Mm-mm.
than Dallas. Like,
Mm-mm.
and like one song I really like that you have is it was the bar. It's like I took a plane ride. I was awake in Dallas.
Go to sleep in Dallas,
I
wake
go
up in
California. Yeah,
Yeah,
I went to sleep in
that's
Dallas.
actually
Well,
one
you
of
know,
the first songs that I recorded out here.
yeah, and
For
that's
real.
like real. Like that was one of the first tracks I had heard by you. So
Yeah.
then it like made sense to me. Then when I was starting to listen to you on U Wave, and like everything was starting to be what it was,
Yeah.
I just kind of took it like as okay, like you know, Classified's doing his stuff. Like
Yeah.
this guy's out here coming, and honestly, like I think coming to California was probably one of the best moves you could have made for your music.
That's true. That's true.
Period.
It is one of the best decisions I made in my life.
Like I mean, you are really out here actually just like wreaking havoc.
I mean, I changed my life out here, bro. I changed my life for the better. I wasn't so much a health nut as I am now. I try to take care of myself now. I mean, back in Texas, I didn't know what taking care of myself was. I was a heavy drinker, among other mind altering substances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I came out here, it was I was kind of telling myself that I wanted to change, but it didn't happen as soon as I came over here. I was still
Yeah. See,
heavy
that was
drinking.
look. We'll touch on my situation a little bit. It was just kind of the same for me.
Yeah,
Like you and me, I feel like we kind of everything is like similar time frame. But I moved here during COVID 2020, like April. Like in California, they were really strict on it. And that first year it was figuring yourself out, like in a new area. I
yeah,
feel like where you go anywhere, you gotta just go to a bar you don't want to go to, but like
yeah,
let's go see what's up. Or I'm gonna go to this grocery store I'm unsure about. Is this the place I'm gonna shop at?
yeah,
Right? Or you could creatively or just out of the blue be like, I'm gonna go all city and blast a billboard.
yeah,
I, I don't know.
yeah.
Right? So you look at it like this, where I agree with you, where then it's like, then you're like, all right, I see what the city or what it has to offer.
Yeah.
And then you start to dial down a little bit. You got to live and learn.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like you and me have been going through the same steps together.
Yeah.
And it's very similar. And that's why I'm very blessed and honored to have you out here tonight. It's great to finally be able to talk to you, you know. And if you're just tuning in too, we are on KQBHLP in Los Angeles, California on 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live and streaming on KQBHLA.com. And guys, I'm PvP and this is LA Lifestyle. This is the season 2 finale. You know, we had a quick little fun end of the year here. We had some very honorary guests, and we made it fun. We made it delightful. We have our season 3 premiere coming up on January 12th. But tonight we are here in the building with Klassifyde, the one and only man. Just you know, if you haven't listened to his music, go out and check him out. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, wherever you get your music.
Everything.
I'm on everything. But Klassifyde, man, what is you know, we're getting, you know, we got a few more minutes on this segment here. What are the goals for 2025?
So for sure I'm going to be printing up my own merch next year for sure, bro. I already pretty much bought all the equipment, and I figure, you know, why outsource when I can do it at home by myself. That way it'd be like, you know, like another side hustle. Another something to make me a little money so that I can invest back into the music. That's for sure. Besides that, man, let me see. Probably just continuing to take care of myself, you know, and elevate as much as I can in the music. Let's see. Grow the catalog, get the merch going. For right now, man, that's all I can say that I have. Probably, I mean, so, you know what? You know, we've been doing the shows, right?
Dude, we've been killing it.
Yeah, we've been doing the shows. But since doing the shows, like, I have noticed, like, you know, everybody kind of goes up there and they do their thing, you know? They spit their songs and they just run through them. But I noticed since the last show that I did, actually at your show, that I feel like I got to do more than that. I feel like I got to do more than just go up there.
You see what I do.
Yeah, you do. Exactly what you do, bro.
I'm not even like even Merc. Shout out our boy, Mercutio X.
Shout out Mercutio.
Shout out Merc. He told me best the other day. We were kicking it, and he said, you know what? He's like, you got to go out there and you got to make it fun, because when you make it fun, then people have fun.
Because it's an experience.
And that's exactly like, you know, he fully made me understand. And I think he was telling me, it's like, what you're doing, just execute on that, because no one's doing what you're doing.
No, that's true. And even like you got a story behind each song that you perform, and that's like, you know, creating like some kind of connection.
I always try to, you
do.
Yeah, I'm like, I wrote this because.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not out there like, oh, I was at the club trapping, and I brought a brick to the club. No, you know, like, we ain't on that. You know, it's simpler time.
Yeah.
It's PvP. We're painting bigger pictures.
Yeah, man, like the experience, you know, like making an experience instead of just going up there and performing. And that's one of the things I really want to do next year, bro. Make an experience. But I feel like the songs that I have out right now aren't quite there with the experience that I'm trying to provide. I'm trying to make like maybe like a short story with all the songs that I'm gonna perform, you know?
No, and I feel that too, wholeheartedly, because now like my creative approach is, you know, I have so much that I've done in the last like 3-4 years, like artistically. I have so much I've done in the last 3-4 years, radio, podcast, art, like I do everything. And that's even now, I love the best is when we do these shows, they're like, what does he do?
Yeah.
Like, what? He just does everything.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like, I love it.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, I can't put down the drive for trying to learn everything, because I think the best part about doing these shows and being involved and with what everything we do is you have to understand everything to a different
not, it's like an emotion, but it's like, you know, it's 2024, bro. Like everybody's got their whole stuff that we have to respect. Like, you know, you're gonna have to respect the engineer.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to respect the DJ.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to respect the security.
Yeah, of course.
Even if you got one that's acting a little, you know, like you're gonna have to respect different elements. Where I think, why not going through building what we're building? Why not 3Ls? Look, listen, and learn.
Straight up.
Those are the 3Ls. My pops just told me that.
Yeah.
The 3Ls. Look, listen, and learn.
Yeah, true that.
Like, you know, you look, you observe,
Yeah.
you listen, you know, ask questions,
Yeah.
and then you learn from the first two.
Exactly.
You know, and that's great that, you know, you're coming at it like that and like hitting the ground heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, man.
you know, like what else can you add on to that?
Like, man, learning really is a huge part of it. Because, you know, right now, for artists, you're able to do everything by yourself. Now, I'm saying not every single thing, but when it comes to your art and creating, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, from mixing and mastering yourself, recording yourself, shooting your own videos. I used to always think like, oh, I need a professional video, and now it's not like that. You know, dude who's shooting a professional video might get, you know, a couple thousand views, and then some kid in his room shooting things off his phone might have 1 million views. You know, so you don't need professional videos as much anymore. They say the music video's dying, but I mean, music videos are cool regardless.
No, the visuals. See, I think the thing is now with music videos, you got to have a good visual.
Yeah.
Like I've been thinking, because I have we have a project. Obviously, we have one of my top tracks to the underground. You know, it's on YouTube if you guys care. You know, check it out. Pure Dope, Mercutio X, me and Klassifyde. We really did our thing on that track.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a tall tale, man, and I feel like what I've done with my music, especially, is like I've kept people just interested enough.
Yeah.
Where like I'm not dropping, where it keeps them there, where like I'm still blending the style.
Yeah.
And it's like a certain way. Like, how do you approach dropping?
Man, so usually like a rollout, you mean? So I'm pretty unorganized, man. I don't really have like a certain way of doing it. You know, I'll get the cover art, then I'll build the experience on, you know, online, and I'll tell, you know, where I got the idea from, and then I'll hit the cover art. I always get dope cover art because I don't know, I just love seeing my ideas come to life from, you know, the guy that I get my cover arts from. Then from there, you know, I'll just try to work on different pieces of content, write down as many pieces of content I can, and I mean, shoot some visuals, and pretty much that's all I do. You know, I don't even like try to get them on like pages, which I probably should, but at this moment right now, that's not my concern.
And you know, and it's okay. I remember a piece of content that you had dropped that really touched me was the one you had just dropped about like budget, or like seeing another artist like have like in their mind like more like you see the other artists like got the fire cars.
Yeah.
And like, bro, like I know people with no money who'll be doing more than.
Yeah, because you got to. I mean,
yeah.
When you're like that, when you don't have as much, you got to figure out ways to do other things. You can't just be mad and sit there and cry about it and then not do it. And I feel like a lot of people do. You know, they just want to drop the music and just be like, here, it's out now, go listen to it. When I mean, it's more than that. You know, you got to get people interested. You got to get people to listen to your music without just talking about your music. You know?
Yeah. See, that's the thing where, like, having fun, bro. What we were just talking about, like, let it out. Like, if you can make it fun for the listener, then you already got them beat. You already got them sold. You got to make it fun and interactive. Because, bro, when you go to your favorite artist show, what are you going? You're going there to get turned. It's like,
yeah.
Like you listen to the bars. Obviously, you better be listening to the bars. If you're not listening to the bars, oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Ooh, I don't know, Mr. Durr. No. But it's all an interaction. It's all improv, and that's why, like, you know, like for me,
you're good at improv, bro.
Yeah, like I don't the rap. Like I just happen to be okay at it.
Yeah.
I just happen to be able to You know,
Those people who are naturally talented
Yeah.
at being a rapper.
well, you know, I understand music composition for the most part, you know, and I enjoy it, you know.
Rap did not come easy for me, to say the truth.
You know what's crazy is like I could have went any other lane. You know, I play saxophone, guitar. I understand and read, you know, sheet music and stuff like that. Where, like, that's what you just said. Like, how was the rap? But you've been rapping for a while though.
I've been rapping for a long time, but that's what I'm saying. It took me a long time to get like
Comfortable.
skillful as I am now, bro. I listen to some cats now, you know, they'll be like 20 years old, and I'm just like, man, I did not sound like that when I was 20. You know what I'm saying? I had barely started writing when I was 20.
Yeah.
I freestyled for like from 14 to 20. That's 6 years of freestyling.
I did freestyling from 14 till pretty much the time I started really doing my thing down here. So
But I didn't get cold till I started writing. Once I started writing.
See, that's the thing. Then you
know what
learn
I'm
from all those experiences and those interactions, and then all those people like bagging at you and like picking at you and like trying to like get you down
Yeah.
for like, you know, not being what they expect you to be.
Yeah.
You know?
I wasn't even comfortable really dropping music. I think I dropped my first mixtape at 27, bro.
I mean, let's think. I mean, yeah, I have a couple out I did on BandLab when I first started. And
some
then,
people know how to use that band lab really good.
dude, everything you hear from me comes from I don't got snazzy, you know. Y'all hear it right now. Put it on wax. Like, I'm PvP. I keep it raw and rugged, and I always say use what you have. There's no excuse. Like, I've seen way worse than what I've had, and people have done more than with less than me.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps me motivated. Is there's always someone out there with less doing more than you.
It's true.
And always remember that.
They're hungry.
Exactly. Don't ever think you got everybody beat, because trust me, I used to think like that off the get-go, and that is not how this works. I've seen some of the most diabolical, most impressive setups here in the inner Los Angeles. Like, you start to question, should I even do this? Period.
Yeah, they know how to make it look good.
They do. I mean, it's not even to make it look good. It's like you got to have an ear. You gotta understand more than spitting words into a microphone wrapped in foam.
Yeah.
You really do. I mean, anybody can talk. It's all one of our, you know.
Yeah. I think I ran through about 3 or 4 studios before I found one that I was finally comfortable at.
What studio you rocking with?
I go to Broke Boy Studio.
Norwalk?
Yeah. I go to Broke Boy.
562.
Shout out Broke Boy Studios, man. Really one-stop shop, man. They do everything. Man. For real. They cool too. Honestly, like, me and them have like created a relationship where like we sit down and talk, and
Vibe.
yeah, you know, they give me ideas and I just run with it. Like, even the talking videos that I be doing, when I just like be giving my opinion on things, like we talked about that and I just ran with it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to be able to express yourself in the fullest composition and be able to comprehend yourself in a timely manner.
And people don't know how to do that, bro. They don't know how to go in there and be themselves, because, you know, it might not relate to the music they drop. You know, you might have a dude acting super gangster on this track, and all he talk about shooting people and selling drugs, and he can't go out there and be himself because that's not really who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's just all fair play at this rate, you know. It's like you don't know until you really try.
But not saying that like you can't create what you want. Yeah, of course you can create whatever you want, you know. But there comes a time where you gotta talk to people and you gotta connect to people, and I mean, you can't really connect to the people that you want to connect with if you can't be who you really are.
And that's what I really have learned recently, especially with that last show, bro. I went out there and just really I sent it. That LA Joe Dirt.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
Oh, dude, that
was so funny.
That was, you know, I'm going to shout out right now. There was a lot of people that are in the surrounding area, you know, or whoever sees this that was there. Man, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. That was my biggest turnout when it came to an engaging audience. There was a lot of people in that room. It was
cool.
For me that I had everybody going, and it was like, you know,
there was a lot of people in there until I started spitting that devilish, and then they kind of dipped off.
That's my favorite song.
I know. That's one of my most popular songs, bro. But you know, when you start talking about, you know,
this and that, and then, you know, then they're like, he likes Taylor Swift. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's all positive energy. But guys, really quick, we are going to dive in really quick and take a quick break. And if you're just joining us, we are on KQBH LP in Los Angeles, California on 101.5 FM. Community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on kqbhla.com. And right now we are going to dive in to an artist mix. I always like to, throw some new tracks out there, but we are going to start this off. We've already played it before, and we're going to run it back just a couple times.